In case you weren't aware, there will be no roster update this Friday with the E3 conference going on. San Diego Studios mentioned that they won't be dropping one, so instead of doing a prediction video this week, we're going to talk about a couple of the hottest players in baseball and some things maybe to expect with their Diamond Dynasty cards going forward. Yo, what's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today for another MLB 17 The Show Diamond Dynasty video. I'm going to talk to you guys today about Aaron Judge, and do you think he's going to go diamond or not? You can leave it down below in the comment section. We are now about midway through June. The baseball season is well into it. At this time, we can no longer say that maybe this guy is just on an early season streak. I think he's for real, and I just want to talk about some of his numbers and what I think is going to happen, and definitely ways that you can probably profit off of this card. So 341 batting average as of today, number 4 in baseball, number 1 in the American League, 448 on base percentage, number 1 in baseball, 49 runs batted in. He's number 8 in baseball, number 2 in the American League behind Nelson Cruz, and 22 home runs, number 1 in all of baseball. This dude is absolutely crushing it, and he has a great chance to win the Triple Crown in the American League, obviously, if he can keep this up. Now, his season has really reminded me of Bryce Harper's 2015 season when it relates to Diamond Dynasty and upgrades in his cards. If you remember, if you were playing the game mode way back then, Bryce started at a silver card, right around an 80 overall, and he had a fantastic start to the season, hitting home runs, getting on base, just doing it all. Same kind of things that Aaron Judge is doing this season, but they really neglected to give him upgrades. They were very stingy about it, and sometimes they can be that way, and I totally understand it. They don't want to kind of jump the gun on some players because baseball is a really streaky sport. There's guys who will go on crazy streaks and they'll look like the best player in the world, and then all of a sudden they'll have a 0 for 20 and everybody forgets about them. And we're going to talk about Cody Bellinger coming up in the second half of this video and how that sentence kind of relates to him. But back to Aaron Judge. I think this guy is here to stay. I think he's proven it over a long enough time. I think he's going to be able to keep this up, and I think he is the real deal. Now, if you have this card, if you were smart enough to invest in this card, one thing that I really want to stress is don't panic sell this card. Next Friday when we get these updates, he's probably going to be a gold player. I don't want you to think that you have to sell right now because I don't think gold is his limit. I think he's going to eventually be a diamond card. I think he can keep this up. So if you were lucky enough and smart enough to invest in an Aaron Judge card, I got about 6 of them for 500 stubs. Don't panic sell is my advice to you. And I think he's really going to be able to increase his overall as the season goes on. So we also want to talk about Cody Bellinger, who hit another 2 home runs yesterday. This rookie can hit, man. He can hit home runs, and he is a very, very good player. But what I'm about to say, I don't want you guys to think that I'm hating. I know I'm a Rockies fan, and sometimes when I talk about Dodgers and Dodgers players, it comes off as kind of bitter, but trust me, it's not. I think this kid is really, really good. But I don't want you to make the mistake of maybe overvaluing his card because, yes, he's hitting a lot of home runs. And can he keep it up? I don't know. Time will tell. I'm not going to give you my predictions on him because I just don't know. But I want you to be cautious because one thing that he doesn't have is a great batting average. Now, 261 for a rookie player in his first, I mean, he's in his first quarter of his MLB career. Don't get me wrong, not throwing any shade. But 261 batting average, 335 on base percentage. He's got 39 runs batted in, 17 home runs. Those are the power numbers. Those are the numbers that are fancy. But I don't think that the game, San Diego Studio, I don't think they're going to give him a crazy upgrade just based off of the home runs. What I mentioned in previous videos, and again, it happened last night. I said it on Twitter. If you're not following me on Twitter, you should be by now. Every time this dude hits a home run, his price skyrockets. It wasn't too long ago, maybe a week, maybe a little over a week, I think the world forgot about him because he went on a bit of a cold streak. He wasn't hitting home runs. I got a bunch of his cards for 50 stubs. Guess what happened last night after he hit his 2 home runs? His cards were selling for about 900, almost 1,000 stubs. And it's something that I've absolutely noticed with his card and Aaron Judge's card this year. every time they hit a home run, their price skyrockets. Then during the day, or when they're not playing, or maybe when they have an off game or two, the price drops down a little. So it's very important to pay attention to the market. Aaron Judge sometimes is selling over 4,000 stubs. Then people forget about him for maybe a half hour and he drops down. Cody Bellinger, same thing. He's a lot more affordable. I think right now he's between 500 and 700 stubs. But if he goes down a little bit, he cools down a little bit, he doesn't hit some home runs, watch that price drop, go invest at that point. Now, I think he'll get an upgrade next Friday, but he'll probably still stay a silver card. Again, don't sell the farm, but when he hits home runs and you see that quick skyrocket in price, go sell as fast as you can. I hope these tips help you guys. Thank you, as always, for watching. I'm out. Peace.